Hi, Joe. Another really important video today. This one is about protecting your retirement assets and your lifestyle in a divorce. I was surprised to learn that 1/4 of people now getting divorced are over 50. So, as the divorce rate among middle aged increases, it's important to know how the property is going to be divided. And you have a really unique background here. Of course, you practiced law for 16 years as a divorce attorney, and now you're a financial advisor. So, you get to help these women move forward with their retirement and their life post divorce. But let's just break it down real quick. How are those assets divided?
Well, Aaron, yeah. First off, I'd like to talk a little bit about our background. Like you had mentioned, we have a really unique skill set, or I actually do, and our firm does, and that we represented women going through a divorce for 16 years, and now we have represented women in retirement planning for the past 11 years. I honestly don't know any other advisor in the United States that has that background and skill set to represent women going forward. What happens in a divorce situation? There's really three main methods that assets can be divided. Number one, they can be divided by agreement of the parties. That's nice, but more often than not, that doesn't happen. Probably the primary one of the three how assets are divided is through mediation. Mediator recommends how the parties divided and puts a little force on the attorneys to let's get this thing settled. And as a last resort, it can go through a trial with the judge. Very few go that route, and you hope you don't go that route. Legal fees go way up at that point.
Yeah, it's so nice to talk to you about this, Joe, because you do have so much experience, can kind of hold my hand and other people's hands through this. So
Right.
again, for somebody who is going through a divorce, what are the best assets for them? I'm sure this one's complicated.
Yeah. First off, each divorce is its own situation.
Right.
So a lot of times people have a tendency, they might talk to a friend or talk to a girlfriend, and that's nice, but everybody's an armchair quarterback in this industry. Every divorce is unique. So we have the skill set, like I said, in the background of representing women really for 27 professional years between
Mhm.
law and retirement planning to look at the entire situation and figure out what is the best division of assets for that client going forward.
And sometimes that includes some difficult conversations, right? Like whether or not they can stay in their home, because like you said, this is about protecting a lifestyle.
Correct. Now, most of the time, I wouldn't say most of the time, but often it's not a feasible option and a wise business option to stay in the marital home because you often have two income streams supporting the marital home.
Right.
Or if you became a homemaker as a woman during the divorce proceedings, you may not have the income stream. You might be getting some spousal support. You're getting a division of assets, but you're going to end up very cash poor, say real estate heavy, cash poor, and that's not a wise business move going forward. So sometimes we do have to have a tough conversation and say we may have to move to a different environment, something that has less of a house payment, so we can build you out a true retirement plan.
Good, important discussions to have. And another thing that you ask is for women to bring in their portfolio. They probably, hopefully, had a retirement plan as a married couple, but of course, that changes during divorce.
Right. So typically what happens during a marriage is you may have a retirement plan together and you may be proceeding with your retirement plan more often than not. And I don't want to stereotype, but more often than not, the husband, in a lot of those situations, is the one working with the retirement planning investment advisor. We highly recommend that you start working with seek out your own retirement planning advisor. Post divorce, we'd love to work with you. We
Mhm.
ask you to really search out a retirement advisor that has a niche market of representing women, especially divorce situations like this. We have to look at your pool of assets, and then we do a full division and new retirement plan for you going forward, looking at your brokerage accounts as well as billing you a guaranteed income stream. We are a fully licensed advisory firm and a fiduciary, which allows us to act in the best interest of our client and not just pigeonhole you into certain areas based on what our licenses are, but being fully licensed, we can build you a true retirement plan going forward.
Yeah, that trifecta, they're so important so that people can, again, protect their retirement assets and their lifestyle. Joe, if somebody would like to get a hold of you so that you can take a look at their portfolio and their assets, what's the best way to reach you?
Well, direct number to our office is 734-418-2111. Or as you can see on the screen, the email, excuse me, is joe@a2investmentsolutions.com.
All right, Joe, thank you very much.
Thank you, Aaron.